So I can say that the temperatures have dramatically changed, and I can also say that it's beneficial for this gig worker. Now, many people don't like to go out in -5 up to, I think we're at 1 degree right now in Montreal, Quebec, but I am super used to it and I welcome this because I can put my jacket on. Underneath the jacket, I have my GoPro in the mix. I finally got the toque on, and if you wear a light layer underneath, you're good to go. Now, as well, it has been quite some time since I've done actual full-time gig work. Not this past Friday, the one before. I went out and I did gig work for the entire day in the evening, and then I came home brutally sick with like a dog with a lung and a throat infection. Now I am finally back out and about. We got to ride along in the mix today, hopefully. Instacart has nothing that's in my area that I can do. I'm not in St. Julie, I'm not in LaSalle, I'm not in St. Laurent, and same thing again. I am currently on with Uber Eats, hoping something is in the mix. Now, it's also 10:40 in the morning, 10:39 if you want to be specific. So, am I optimistic that I'm going to get something strong and beneficial? No. But my goal is to be out earlier, even if I have to investigate hours in a little bit longer. I am okay with that because honestly, Instacart normally does come to my rescue and help me save the day versus Uber Eats or any of the others. Skip the Dishes had no shifts for me today. They have one for Friday at 6 p.m., but they refresh every once in a while, so I will refresh with them. But I've been having a problem with Skip the Dishes. When I have been on with them, instantaneously, they have told me that they're reassigning my order, like the second I got the order. And it's very insulting, and it is very, very much not welcome that you go and you accept the order. You're just about to head to the restaurant, but before you can even accept the order, they're telling you they're going to reassign it. And if you try to contact support to bitch about it, their support chat completely freezes and lags. So you can't even go in and cancel the order. If you want to cancel it because you're too pissed off, I have no choice but to allow them to cancel it by reassigning it to another driver. So that was my last experience with Skip the Dishes on that following Friday. So I stuck to Uber Eats and Instacart, and it was in my last ride along video. So today, I'm in the mix for whoever wants to help me out here when it comes to company-wise. So let's get along here and see what we have in store for today. So it's quiet, so much so that I actually had time to run a few errands and go to the Purelator to drop off a package for my parents. Gotta love Amazon refunds. Now, it was so quiet to the fact that about only 30 minutes after that did I get my first accepted order with Uber Eats for $11 for, I believe it was 1.6 or 1.8 kilometers, because I clicked it pretty quick when I saw that offer come in for I Am Full. I've been there a few times before, but I'm not normally down that side of Taschereau. Sorry, guys. Still getting over these respiratory issues. Kind of sucks. But anyways, so, I got there and it's 2 large bags of food. It said that it was for 5 items and they were already ready right there on the counter. So I just grabbed them, and it was a drop-off over at the Ford dealership. And it was a meet at the door, so I didn't record going in. But the receptionist said she would take it to the customer, and that was it. That was all. Now, it is currently 11:43. I'm going to record ongoing throughout the lunch shift. Let's see how good a lunch shift is on a Monday. And for me, that doesn't matter if it's food delivery services or grocery deliveries with Instacart. Either way, I will take either one that comes. What pays is what pays. But Instacart has had nothing in my market all morning. And I'm just hoping we don't get tip baited, because that $8 does help out. So only secured about $11 so far for the hour. So of course it's crap. But like I said, I expected that I'm going to have to put in more hours. The thing is I'm trying to pinpoint the hours. Let's say between 10:30 to about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Then after that, you go home and take a break. And then after that, you go out at, let's say, 5:30. So that's my game plan for today. I don't want to be out consecutive hours where I'm just going to be chewed up by not having any deliveries. Because honestly, do I think Instacart is even going to be busy on a Monday? No, not really. Not even on the in-between hours. So I'm not going to spend all my time out in the daytime unless the payoffs are generating and it's worth it. So I'm going to keep you tuned in. Let's go get some lunchtime shifts and see what we can gather. I'd like to say that I'm a fair woman when it comes to being a gig driver, you know, I have good days and I have bad days. And if it's a good day with that company, I say it. Okay, guys, this was a good offer. This company helped me out, etc., etc. But on the downside of things, when they piss me off the wrong way because they're not doing things that they're supposed to do, it has a domino effect. And I would say for the most part, Uber Eats has had some beneficial, even I guess you can say, advertising for myself, because they're my main source of app. But what gets the back of the hairs up on my neck is when they do shady shit like this. So this has happened a lot in the United States. I've heard a lot of people complain about it, and I've never had it here up until now. Uber Eats presented me this $16 rather in change, double stacked for 8 kilometers. The problem? They're not showing me the drop-off locations. Now, this wasn't the first time I noticed it. I noticed it as soon as I did that last $11 order. There was another order that came in for, I think it was like $12 for 9 kilometers. And I wasn't going to take it anyways, but it was not showing the distance. And I only took this offer because it's $2 per kilometer. And I got to make some money at some point today. And it was like for half an hour for the $16. But to not show an independent contractor where they're going to be dropping things off Uber is shady shit. And you should not be doing that. The only drop-offs that they show is if the kilometers are more than the dollars, like this, for $5.47 for 12.1 kilometers, fat chance, or if it's just a low-paying offer altogether. I don't get it. There has been other offers that were higher offers. Like there's this 3 packages for 82 minutes, 39 kilometers, $49. I mean, for $50, I hemmed and hawed on it, but I declined it because I have no idea where it's going. Now, I like to think that I'm pretty savage about my market, that I know where it's going. But I was lucky with that last order. For the 8 kilometers, it was double stacked. It was at the Grill, I don't know, something. You'll see it when it pops up. And that's in Champlain Mall, and I'm not a big fan of Champlain Mall, but I like now that I can actually park closer to the food court. And I get in, I had to wait 2 minutes and the order's done. And then the other one is over at the White Rabbit, which we all know I gotta enter to the back room to get the food, and that one was there. But 8 kilometers can be classified as a little bit far. Most of my kilometers, I keep it at 5 or under, but $2 per kilometer, and I liked where it was coming back. It's coming back from the Longueuil side, is not bad. But let's say if it was going in the opposite direction, that can take me as far as La Prairie, which I don't want to go into. So Uber not showing me this stuff makes a big, big difference. Now, if you are watching and you're in Canada, because I know this is happening in the United States, tell me, have you seen this happening now in your market? It's the first time it's ever happened. I'm going to say Uber has a glitch. Oh, they do. Because I'm definitely doing this one. $18.98 for 6.8. Okay, so let's call it a glitch. Because this is the first time in the last 45 minutes that they're giving me an offer that's like this. Now, this is for 4 items. Soft drink. Okay. Better not be tip baited. I'm at the $16.50 for my last order. By the way, the $11 got switched to $13. I don't know about the $16 and change. But now we're going to go to the Istanbul. I am very happy to drop that off for 6 kilometers. For that amount of money, that's a yes, sir. Absolutely. So let's go see what this one has in store. You know, some shit is too good to be true. Just like the fact that an $18.96 order for probably a pretty small pickup is too good to be true. And that's why when I got to the restaurant, the owner of the restaurant was on the phone with Uber support, because I'm the third person to go in and get the order because 2 assholes prior to me actually stole the order. Now, I don't know how much was recorded on the GoPro because I had my jacket covering, but if there's audio clip, I'll play it right now. So you come on for Uber Eats? Oh, for what? You're calling Uber for what?
Huh?
You're calling Uber for what?
Uber, they take pick up this already 25 minutes ago.
This one?
Yeah, huh?
This
Second person.
It's probably did the driver steal it? Because the amount they're offering me is a big amount, which means the driver stole it.
Last time, same thing.
I'll call the client and see if they have it.
Yeah. Sometimes last week, 2 times.
Yeah. And what you have to do is when you give the order to the driver, tell them to click start delivery right away.
Okay.
Because otherwise, they take it and they're not responsible. Because if I have the food and I don't click start delivery, I can go here, I can click, and I can report it. I can cancel for excessive wait time, and then I got the food and you miss out. That's probably what happened. But basically, what ended up happening is I asked this guy, why is he on with customer support? And he said, because I'm the third person to pick it up. Now, I ended up doing the liberty of calling the customer to see. And the customer did tell me that he did not receive the order yet. It was showing still preparing the order. So I said, don't worry, sir. I will get it worked on to make sure the restaurant makes the order. What does a stupid freaking restaurant owner do? Instead of bugging Uber just to get the compensation for redoing it, he turns around and cancels the order on me. So when he cancels the order on me, he cancels it on the customer, but then I'm not getting my $18.96. So what did I end up getting from Uber at first? Because we all know I'm not going to let that shit stand and not contest against Uber. Of course, it's stupid stuff. I end up getting an earning of $3. Let's put it that way. I end up getting $3. And then from there, that was from the customer service. Because look at the initial offer. It shows $0 paid for $18.98. So I said, no, that's not good enough, and I want to speak to a manager. I spoke to a manager, and then he initially applied $7 additional to get me up to the $10. And I said to him, I don't want to be disrespectful, but this is disrespectful to us. If you're giving a base fare that is obviously higher, then we should have the means of being completely compensated minus the tip. So I asked him how much was it for the full base order, and it was $12.27. So he ended up giving me the $2.27 additional to make it into $12.27. And I'm sorry, I'm still losing my voice. But this is a ripoff. So I taught the restaurant owner how to prevent that by happening by clicking the start delivery as soon as the person has the delivery in their hand before they leave that restaurant. Because now that's fucking with my paycheck, and that's not okay. It's not a principle of $5, $6 worth of tip. I'm okay with that factor. It's the factor that Uber will turn around and give us $3. So I still don't know if that glitch is actually happening. Are they showing us the drop-off locations for more dollars to kilometers? Because this was a rush order from Uber. Because 2 drivers stole the order prior to me even getting there. It has been a piss off of a day, that's for sure. Never a dull moment when you're doing a delivery services. I'm still waiting on one more final tip to come in. I don't even know how I got there. Is that okay? The final tip did come in. So the initial offer for that $16.70 ends up being $17.83. Man, this sucks when you're still getting over lung and throat infections. So I'm finishing my lunchtime deliveries because I said around 1:30, 2 o'clock. It is 1:28. I'm pissed off with Uber, so I'm going to give them a break. We'll test out to see if they're playing games on the drop-off locations later on. But I'm closing with 43.10. What was it? 40. Wow, I literally closed it before I could check it. Yeah, 43.10. So they're saying that's for online for 2 hours and 13 minutes. I was off and on from this morning. And mostly this morning I did my errands, but I was still out trying to conquer deliveries. But c'est la vie. It's not the best time of the day. It's not the best offers that I could get. But on a Monday, on a lunchtime, I got what I got. Drivers, stop giving us a bad rep. Go fulfill the damn orders. Drop it off at the customer's house. Why are you so needy-greedy for the food? I don't get it. I'm not going to insult people, but I'm going to say it's needy-greedy to steal somebody else's food, because then you're costing the restaurant, you're costing the customer, and you're costing us money, and it's just not okay. But I'm going to let you guys go before I keep on venting more, but I'll catch you lovelies in the next video.